Mike, streets, lights, and properties.
Just a couple things to report on tonight. First, we've covered the Linton Park, but in general, all the parks are going to get some routine scheduled maintenance to clean them up and have them ready for spring. Some of the remedial work that was already required by virtue of the audit has been completed, so the most what I'll call acute safety issues have been addressed, and the parks are in good shape for that. I want to also mention that I had a meeting with the Baseball League about Pickering prior to the season opener. Bob Walker was also there, and the league is ready to proceed. They are going to be having an expanded snack shack this season, so we have that to look forward to. During the course of the winter, and also even when it got a little warmer, we did run into some problems with trees where limbs had come down with heavy winds. Those have been taken care of as of now out of necessity. The only other thing I want to mention is we had previously authorized, in I think January, the council president to write to the authority to request, I believe, relief in the nature of a waiver from the Water Authority with respect to the quarterly sewer bill, which was generated from Pickering. And I don't think we've gotten a response to that. Is that correct?
No, we didn't get a response. No.
So we had talked about that at our meeting as well. So I'm thinking it may be something that we want to follow up on. And if it's okay with Council President, I'd be happy to call the authority and find out if this is on an agenda or indeed if they got the letter.
Sure.
Two other quick items. First, with respect to streetlights, I would request that residents who see them out let us know with a phone call to the borough. We've had those in the past, and they are helpful to identifying ones that need to be scheduled for bulb replacement.
You might remind people, too, there are numbers on each of the poles. So if they get the number off the pole when they call it in, it's much easier for us to notify Northampton with the number on the pole.
Well said. So to the extent someone reports a light out, if you can take a look at that plate or plaque and identify it by number, it helps us and probably gets things done a little faster than it would otherwise because we can identify it quicker. With respect to potholes, it's been a tough winter in general. We've laid down a lot of salt, and of course we've had a lot of freezing, thaw, and now freezing again on some nights. Once again, much as we don't want to encourage lots of calls about potholes, it is a season. And if there is one out there that you feel needs attention, please let us know. Our contractor, Scott's, has been in the process of doing a coal patch on those so they don't get any larger. And this is something which is proactive on our part so that we don't have anything become more of a problem than it might be otherwise. Again, please let us know by location if you see something that needs to be addressed. Last item is on the police department generator. This was a contract that was awarded by council. I'm glad to report that Not Electric has completed the installation of that. According to specifications, there is some required training for that with the chief and members of the department. That'll be scheduled very shortly. But you will have that invoice, I suppose, on the next list. That's not on tonight's, correct?
We already have the invoice.
You do have it. Okay, but it's not listed. It'll be processed next month.
I think so, yeah.
Yes. And that's it.
Okay. Any questions for Mike?
Mike, I don't recall from our ball yard meeting, does this season encompass the fall ball, or do we have to do work on that with them for this year?
Well, I think with the contract, there's a contract going forward.
We did have fall ball through this year.
That's my recollection. You guys did the contract, actually.
I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
it ended, whether we just did it for 1 year and we had to look at it again for this year. I don't recall. I didn't remind you.
I thought we wanted to be
Yeah, I think we
ongoing.
did, but
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, the working assumption was that it was.
Yeah. I don't want
was
to go there
going
again,
on,
but I
yeah.
just wanted to make sure that they're covered for the fall.
That's fine.
Mike, what was meant by expanded snack shack activities?
They're just going to expand the size of the snack shack a bit. So it's just a bit larger.
I mean, structure bigger?
It's the
or
barbecue pit they want to put in,
Right,
right?
barbecue pit. That's it.
Do they have to come to us for that?
I don't know that we've seen any design on it, so I don't know how.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so they're talking about prospectively going forward.
That's-
So when we see a design, exactly what they want to do, to let us know. More hot dogs, hamburgers.
Yeah.